Thank you for joining us on this leg of our journey eastward. This morning we woke up in Arlington, South Dakota at Norland Park. The campground is located on the north side of Lake Arlington between highways 14 and 81. The campground offers a scenic view of Lake Arlington and the Norland Isle. We continued east on Highway 14, and I was anxious to see the town of Walnut Grove, but we had a few more stops along the way. The next town we came to this morning was Brookings, South Dakota, not to be confused with our favorite beach town of Brookings, Oregon. This morning was a bit confusing when it was time to fuel up. Remember, Oregon is one of the few states where it is illegal to pump your own fuel, although that is soon to change. We typically look for the green handles at the pump to make sure that it is a number 2 diesel, but BP stations have yellow handles for diesel. What seemed like an awful lot of miles, we finally crossed out of South Dakota and entered Minesota. The first town we came to was Tracy. 57 miles of rail track run from Tracy to Gary, South Dakota. It was built in 1872. This route served the area for more than 100 years. This was the first railroad track in the southwest Minnesota area, and it was the initial thrust of all the rail lines into the state of South Dakota. 11 communities were formed when these tracks were laid over that stretch. It is Plum Creek.
Plum Creek!
As we neared the town of Walnut Grove, we crossed a bridge over Plum Creek. When we arrived in Walnut Grove, Minnesota, I wasn't sure what I had expected to see. Perhaps Olson's Mercantile or the old sawmill where Pa worked, but none of these were seen. We did find the Laura Ingalls Wilder Museum and made a quick stop, of which I did not film anything. I think I made the mistake of thinking I had turned the camera on when actually I'd turned it off. I've done this a few times. We did see Nellie's Cafe, and it looked permanently closed. We decided to take a drive through Plum Creek County Park. I was hoping to find the original site of the Ingalls family dugout, but no such luck.
Mr. Edwards plugged in here.
I don't know where Edwards died. He never died in the show. He did kind of get written out after a while. So instead we enjoyed the drive through the camping area of the park. It looked rather full and busy, and then it had dawned on me. It was Sunday, June the 18th, Father's Day. Many families out having a good time. So down the road we went. The next town we drove through was Sleepy Eye, Minnesota. As many of you may remember, the Ingalls family would occasionally frequent the town of Sleepy Eye. And again, no familiar landmarks, but hey, how about a Dairy Queen treat? Then it was off to the town of New Ulm. I had used Google and found a local park that looked like a nice place to take a rest from driving.
West 14 East.
Right over there. Yeah, be careful, we're going into a roundabout and I see a lot of traffic somewhere.
Hold down.
It could be 11% off all appliances at Menards. The city was founded in 1854 by the German Land Company of Chicago. The town is named after a city in southern Germany.
Rolling.
Scamper on through. Okay, now we go down here.
At the next stop sign.
Eat. 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 I think I'll take Skip for a little walkabout. Mosquito. I'll spray my shirt with mosquito repellent again. Whoop. The Riverside Park was a nice place to stop and stretch our legs. The Minnesota River runs along the park's edge, and the biting bugs were everywhere. Skip and I took a quick jog around the park and back to the fan. We relocated to the Johnson Baseball Park and took a little rest in the van. Okay, I admit, I was still feeling the effects of the Benadryl and was out like a light. There's a car coming. Oh, it's a three-way. That evening, we pulled into the Walmart parking lot and called it good for the day. Honestly, I was getting so far behind on my videos that I appreciated having a bit of time to work on them. We pushed some extra miles the next day. We were pretty excited to leave Minnesota and enter Wisconsin. Our plan was to visit Wads' younger brother and his family. As typical for this trip, I found another campground with a dump facility, so time to take care of our smaller tanks again. It was a nice little campground called Chester Woods, just east of the town of Rochester. somewhere in this stretch, we also passed the largest corn tower. Soon we tied back into Interstate 90 and continued towards Green Bay. And what started as a light rain soon became a downpour.
We're gonna do this for a little bit, and then we're gonna split off. 90 is gonna split off from 14. 90. Yeah, we're in 90 now. If we stayed on 14, we go too far south.
Into the Welcome to Wisconsin rest area and decided we had had enough driving for the day. We had a nice bowl of soup and we watched the lightning show unfold all around us. Join us in our next video as we explore Wisconsin. Thanks for watching.